Everyone. DDLC. Everyone. Start. Ew. Alright, let's fucking do it. Let's just do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it. Let's get it finished so I can be not done with the... What the fuck am I saying? Whatever, let's fucking play this game. It's booting it up. I hit the boot button. It's booting. That's loud. Da da da. Now I have to figure out which fucking one I'm supposed to be doing. Because I saved in like 800 different places. Oh, it's this one. What? No. That can't be right. It's this one. Yo, little shrimp. Wow, you made it here fast. We just started. I spend only a few minutes back at home anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Oh god. One word intro, okay. Sup. Close enough. Hey! I don't know what I was expecting, but Natsuki's in something other than her school uniform. Totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. You chose Natsuki? We only had 2 options. We're gonna choose both of them at some point. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I'm not sure what these numbers are. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. Plus her voice is more fun to say. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say rather than something snarky like she usually does. What's with the numbers? Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Todd Derringer? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds onto. Good. This is ridiculously heavy. Ha 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 ha! I carry that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yep, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Seems like I always underestimate you. Ha ha ha! It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk! Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't you think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school? Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. My headphones are twisted in a loop and it is bugging the fuck out of me. Haha! What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. What's that one guy's name? Chris Hansen? Oh, the, yeah, the Catch a Predator guy, right? Hey! Now you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Yo, Verpiga! Welcome! How do you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Grouse. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Haha! You get sour when a girl calls you grouse. I finally found your weakness, Todd Derringer. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid. What fluid? What fluid was spilled? And plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Todd Derringer, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's gonna be in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's actually a solid idea. Especially because, like snow cones don't really have flavors. They're just, like, colored, and you just fill in the flavor yourself, so it could still work. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have any preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all! Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I'll see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez. I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk for me and uses her hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. Say? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. That is distressingly unsanitary. At the festival, to assert your dominance, eat a cupcake colored to your favorite girl's hair or eye color. Fascinating. I shall do that. I mean, God, we actually need to go to the festival? I like T-pose. Is T-pose an option? I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. This is ridiculous. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. Push harder, just enough to force my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ha! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Oh my god, I couldn't keep that one up. Whose fault is that? Here's a big glob on Natsuki's cheek. Yes, I did purposely skip words there. Okay, see, that's an idea. Then you're like a flag. Just go up to Yuri and slowly eat a purple cupcake without looking away from her. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her with my hand before it reaches my face. Are we in fucking combat with Natsuki right now? Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Haha, stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, looking off the icing. Dude! We're fucking escalating. What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Todd Derringer. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? He started fucking flirting with icing globs. It was pretty obvious. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. Yo, shit, woohoo, broke back. You'll never take me alive. I notice her shallow breaths. Okay, all this FBI talk legitimately had me read that in my head as breasts. So, why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Oh my god, this is just escalating. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? Why would a dirty tray set off the fire alarm? You should have... Oh. You should have checked before turning the oven on. Well, yeah, actually, that's completely fucking right. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. I don't think that's how fire alarms work. Dirty tray equals smoke. Yeah, I guess I wasn't expecting the tray to be, like, actually covered in shit, is what I'm saying. I thought it was just like a tray that needed to get... Oh, well. I get it. I didn't realize it was covered in batter. On the other hand... The fire alarm wouldn't just stop if you take it out, like, immediately. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, unless they have fancy-ass fucking smoke alarm. I've never had a smoke alarm be that responsive to any of what was just said there. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch Natsuki slide cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up a whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. You didn't hear tray for a moment, you heard another A. Huh. They'll look even better when we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look all nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that is much thinner tipped than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcakes based on the word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Haha, maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing! Let's just do the icing! Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a novel into each of the bags. Write Bob's on the cupcake for Yuri. You actually, like, write words on these cupcakes? There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Oh. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. We finally finished. Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but... My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Ha. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And we would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be more for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Haha! I wish you would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. Todd Derringer. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Oh, whoa. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Striding inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Hi, Todd Derringer. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Todd Derringer. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was really being mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Todd Derringer? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be much better if I could just disappear. It was supposed to be one and done, but it turned out longer than expected. I figured we would get, like, at least... Like, I figured within, like, 3 hours we'd be at least almost done. We're fucking nowhere close. Boy. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. I think it's because I have to read it out loud. It ended up making the game longer. It's true, Todd Derringer. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's also something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Todd Derringer. This is pushing P3. It is, yes. Especially now that I've decided not to stream on Saturdays, because I never want to stream on Saturdays. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Todd Derringer. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So, there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you truly are the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. It is possible we can finish it in this stream. I'm gonna try at the very least. We're gonna be able to at least hit the fun little skip button soon, so that'll be great. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Todd Derringer. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Todd Derringer. Is she not wearing a bra? She's depressed. Why put on a bra? Actually, bras aren't good for you, just in general. They kind of, like, weaken your, like, chest muscles. It suggested that women just stop wearing bras. Which I'm all for. Ladies, stop wearing bras for your health. Is this really okay? Yeah. Oh, I have brown hair and wear a black shirt. You know from experience? I do know from experience. When I was a little girl, I used to have trouble with back pain because my boobs weighed me down. Took off the bra. All of a sudden, I could carry my chest weight better. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. This is the most we've gotten from our character. This is what we look like. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Todd Derringer. And your long name. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Todd Derringer. It's okay, Sayori. Might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Haha. What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Todd Derringer. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I really don't understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel bad, Sayori? That says sad, but whatever, you get the same idea. I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. Feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to be happy in the future with her. Alright, it's the day of the festival. We are going to save this game right here. New game. Yay, skip button. Alright, we gotta write a poem! Yay! Poem! Alright, y'all know the deal. I can't actually read chat while making a poem. Alright. Anger. Anime. You like time? You don't like time, girl. What about jump? You like jumps. Yeah. What about shiny? You seem like someone who would like shiny. Yeah, you like shiny. Cheating the shit. What about silly? You like silly? You don't like silly? Girl, you should like silly. You like parfait? I bet you like parfait. You like parfait. What about Doki Doki? Yeah, you like Doki Doki. Can't not click Doki Doki. What about giggle? That's a fun little word. I like giggle. Giggle's just a fun word. I like giggle. If I was one of these girls, I'd have bounced for giggle. Cheeks. What about excitement? That's too long. You don't like excitement. What about, like, fireflies? You into fireflies? Fireflies are cool. You don't like fireflies? Girl, what is wrong with you? What about heaven sent? You don't like heaven sent either. You like anything? You like comfort? You don't like comfort. What the fuck? What about skipping? You like skipping? You like skipping. There we go. I thought there wasn't anything. Bet you like fluffy. Yeah, you like fluffy. But you like... What about smile? You into smiles? You don't like smiles? What the fuck, dude? What? You like parties? Parties are cool. You don't like parties either. What the shit? And what about fantasy? Yeah, you like fantasy. There we go. You like sparkle? Oh, God. Ah, there's a mosquito in my room. No, you don't like sparkles. What about lollipops? Yeah, you like lollipops. You would. Let's see. Clumsy? No. What about hop? Hop's a cute word. Yeah, you like hop. What about shopping? And you like shopping? That's cool. Sweet, I assume? Oh, this doesn't say sweet. You might not like the word sweet. Well, that's just disappointing. What about the word vanilla? Vanilla, yeah. What about sunny? You don't like sunny, huh? What about sticky? Yeah, you like sticky, huh? There you go. That's a good girl. What about dazzle? You into dazzles? No, you don't like dazzles. What about heart? You don't like heart? Damn it. What about beauty? You don't like beauty either? What about bed? You don't like bed. Special? No. Explode? I don't know if she likes any of these words. Forgive. She might not like any of these words, actually. Is that possible? Can she not like a word? I don't know why I'm asking you. I can't actually see your comments right at this exact moment. We just have to go through all of these. No. Disown. I doubt you like disown. You don't like disown. What about Starscape? No. Forgive. You don't like forgives. What about heart? I don't like heart. What about special? I already started with special. I don't think she likes any of these. What about explode? She doesn't like any of this. We're gonna go with special. Fuck it. Alright, what about sugar? Yeah, you like sugar. That's fine. I'm sure I can get one wrong, or it wouldn't give me the option to get one wrong. What about kitty? There we go. And finally... flying? Maybe? You don't like flying. What about... blanket? You like blanket. There we go. I'm back. Dude, we're cheating so hard you don't even know. Let's see, what did I miss? They look like when they're actually talking when you skip. Why are you doing this again? Good end. Yep, we're going for the good end. It's a fool's errand. Shit, you said too much. Are you cheating? I am always cheating is the answer to that. Who sacrabalic? Nice Steam notification. Yeah, that's what you get, is only the most professional Steam notifications. And we can just skip through this because we have it set so that we can not skip any new text. Lil Shrimp, I'm apparently calling you Lil now. Here, I'm abbreviating the idle part. We only get good ends on this channel during favorite search, except for in Fable, where I was too lazy to bother to go for the good ending. Or in Metro, where I was also probably going to be too lazy to go for the good ending. I hear Natsuki's utter exasperated sigh from within the closet. Seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You know bad end? I think Sayori kills herself again, right? Because she gains the powers from Monica. The honest answer is, I've said it before, I know the twist to the game, I've just never played this game or seen anyone else play the game. But I know the general idea of it, which is the only reason we're actually playing. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Okay, I guess if this is Japan, that makes sense. Over here in the greatest country on earth, America, you can basically just yell at someone you like manga, and they'll be like, I have no idea what the fuck that is, or they'll be like, hey, good for you. Or they'll be like, dude, me too. Oh, actually, that's a solid idea, I should save. We're gonna do the Sayori saves on page 1, and we have 9 pages to fuck around with. So we're gonna save on page 2 for Natsuki, and I assume the fact that the game didn't freak the fuck out means that she's still in the data files, so we're probably fine. That's what I'm most worried about, is I know you have to do it before the game deletes her. So, the fact that it's not freaking the fuck out tells me it probably hasn't deleted her yet, so we're probably good. I imagine you need to actually open the door before it puts in, before it does it. So, manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? That happened in the first fucking conversation. I heard you to bring it up at some point. Yeah. Fucking, come on. Pay attention, dude. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. Then she turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Girl, you know she's reading Fake. Ah, much better. You don't know how it works exactly, but you should do 6 saves per character. I don't think we really need to do 6 saves, but I'm paranoid, so we might end up doing it. For what I can tell, the key is that you just have to get everyone's CGs. So. Yeah. But if the game starts freaking out, well then we miss the shot. Seeing a box with one... Wait, that's not your voice. Seeing a box with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Yes! Oh my god. I have volumes 2 through 8 of A I Love You, and it bugs the fuck out of me that I don't have volume 1. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? Mine was better. Mine was a yaoi. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. You have not read enough manga if you don't know the names of terrible manga. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Todd Derringer. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I want to know what Parfait Girls is about. I'm excited about this. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. What does an animated feminine pose look like? It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Now Todd Derringer's coming out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She then pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Oh my god. This is going places. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I wouldn't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Nope. I'm with her. Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished reading the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing really happened yet, so I can't talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at an ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like, when they get into other backstories and some of the romance starts to happen, that's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Haha! Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? It's called Parfait Girls, dude. Well, Natsuki pauses it for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't, I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. What we would like a high school drama like Parfait Girl? I would probably, I am very eclectic. I could probably read some Parfait Girls. Usually. That's usually my thing, is like romances. Romance comedies. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Ha! Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Well, there's your answer. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Yeah, she could have picked up Naruto running. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few minutes. That doesn't look like she's reading. That looks like she's staring at you. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't getting boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? He has friends? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. She's just staring at you. Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? It makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I'm not a loser. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Ha ha ha! I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel like bad for her. She's so unlucky. But it's especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter! Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends. I cannot understand why. It's hard to express in words that feeling when you connect... It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. There's a little sass in Monica's voice there. I just need to make sure we have enough time. I can't get the sass out. Natsuki has broken me. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Ha ha ha. Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and handed it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. The fucking... Okay, I take issue with everything that was just said there, because here's the problem. Here's the problem right here. This guy just said that he's only read several chapters into this manga volume, alright? And there's only, like a few chapters in a manga volume to begin with, and he's reading the whole volume. But now he's saying he's only gotten partway through. That doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Like, God, there's probably... I'd say there's probably a max of 12 chapters, and he said he was several chapters in, right? He's got to be at least halfway through with this fucking thing. And, like, who can't read an entire volume in a night? Slow readers. That's why Monica had to stop us. Because she's like, alright, slowpokes. Fucking stop it. Probably takes a third... See, that's why our club activity is just us reading, like, 5-line poems to each other. So we all read so goddamn slow. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I get through this. How the fuck can't you do 2 things at once, dude? You know what? Natsuki's right. Our character is fucking dumb. But I suppose that's the necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Monica is just jealous you and her haven't even touched. The game won't let me touch her. Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slid the book into my bag. By the way, did you write a poem last night? Oh, we can skip again. Woo! Who do we show it to? Well, now we're going to show it to Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted you to read your poem? Oh shit. Thank you, Blue San. I'm gonna say Blue San. It's like Saiyajin, but I know it's Saiyan. I gotcha. We got a Dragon Ball fan, I'm sure. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in my mind when reading this. I'm going to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I should be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me how some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. Monica's just mad you don't read manga with her. Again, the game won't let me. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. I'm gonna have to make sure to actually read the name of who's speaking. I hadn't realized that you were the one that made the Schoolgirls and Logic comment, don't mix, because you're the same color for me as Little Shrimp. Get a face cam. No. But thank you for the input, Meeper. Aha, you're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go around announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Gah, fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. I'm gonna be honest, I actively chose not to give a face cam. Do a fursona. I don't have a fursona. Did we already read this poem? Eagles can fly. Eagles could fly, monkey... Yeah, we did. Yeah. I told you that you weren't really gonna like it. I like it. What? Anyway, I just don't I don't think face cams add anything, and I've never... Unless you're doing a horror game or something. And I just don't really feel like showing my face. So that's why. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone... Oh, we can skip this. I hadn't realized that. I hadn't realized we could skip that. Hi, we can skip this too? That doesn't make sense. If you can go a certain path, she hangs herself. Who, Natsuki? Does not anything but... Yeah, and who needs to see that? I like it, Todd Derringer. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Ha! So, okay, I just want to mention that... Sayori? Well, Sayori hangs herself no matter what. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So, take that as a compliment. Haha. If you say so. Yup. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. Exactly, she does need to hang in there. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would be applied to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying a lot of different things. Is there a... I figured... So I can see why it'd be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. God damn, man. I could not read that. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I can hit skip. Alright, let's show this shit to, I guess, Sayori at this point. This is a really good poem, Todd Derringer. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? Huh, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Now we can hit skip again. That's all she had to say about my poem. She gonna say anything at all about me specifically writing this for someone else? She did not. Oh shit. We're gonna choose... This is the conversation where they... Actually, wait. We can just save the game, right? Woo! When you have too much coffee, so you're up at 2 a.m. and 2 in the morning. I actually just finished my coffee. Yuri. You're really talented. Well, wait, that's not your voice. Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that... I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah! It did, didn't it? Ha! Shows you how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me! Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is really a personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so, you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. This is a pretty good way this turned out. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Todd Derringer. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The things about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. Huh? I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciates it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that... Close enough to your voice, I'll accept it. Everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Todd Derringer. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we get a little too used to. Ha ha ha. That's it. That's my new canon Monica laugh. I'm not even going to attempt it. I'm just going to make it sound the most awkward I possibly can. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. Huh? About what? I hate it when these two speak after each other. That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Haha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Haha. Never mind, I guess everyone's laughs are now awkward. In the end, though, Monica was right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Now we can hit skip again. Alright, another problem. Alright. Wrote again. Can't actually read chat while I'm cheating, so be aware of that. Alright, let's see. You like giggles, right? Yeah, you like giggles. Giggles, again, a fun word. Just try saying giggle. You'll like it. Kitty. Yeah, you like kitty. Yup, graveyard. Totally your thing, right? Now, let's see. What about flower, though? You don't like flowers? Who the fuck doesn't like flowers? What's wrong with you? What about games? You like games? You like games, yeah. You like milk? Yeah, you like milk. That's baking related. What about cute? Just the word cute. Yeah, you do. What about sticky? Didn't you like sticky? You like sticky. Yeah. Yeah, I like a girl that likes sticky. You can take that whatever way you want. What about puppy? What about rose? Or is that too distinguished for you? Rose is not cute. I don't see rose on the list, so we're not gonna say it. What about, oh, I bet you like chocolate, though. Yeah, you like chocolate. Just what about the word boop? Even though that's not, like, what about the onomatopoeia? What about candy? You like candy? Yeah, you like candy. You like no, I bet you like parfait, though. Yeah, you like parfait. That's, yeah. What about bubbles? Bubbles, yeah, that's fun. Girl, we know you about that lust. What about pink? There's the color pink. Yeah, you like pink. That's good. What about shiny? You like shiny? You like shiny. Yeah, that's good. What about... You don't like beauty. Do you like socks? No, you don't like socks. I complained about that earlier. You like fantasy, though. I think fantasy should have been her word, because she talked about how much she loves reading fantasy books. What about silly? Really? She doesn't like silly? Okay. What about... I don't see any of this that you'd probably like. We'll just go through this one by one, I guess. Oh, you like headphones. Okay, that's cool. You like anime. One would help. What about the word papa? Do you like the word papa? Yeah, you like the word papa. There you go. What about jump? You like jump. Yeah, you like jump. What about fun? You into fun? You don't like fun. Fuck fun. Fun's not fun. You like Valentine, though. There we go. Okay, I can read chat again. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. We can hit skip, actually. It's not long before Natsuki comes to me expectantly. Yeah. Don't worry, I kept my promise. I pull the first volume of Parfait Girls out from my bag. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't give people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forgot. She said forget, but screw it. The chapter ended when Minori and Alice found Monica! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. Huh? I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Ah, sorry. A little British there. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet, so I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. If it's all still there, I just had to organize it a bit. Ah. The top shelf is far above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop, trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Is that game available in Japanese? Jeez. This is so inconvenient. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're really pretty to look at when they're all lined up. Why would you waste that on the top shelf? Oh, Natsuki. There's a stool on the wall there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. I can get them myself. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it. You think I'm too short or something? I'm not too short. You're too short. I mean, I knew it. Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops on a stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. Ah, careful. I know what I'm doing. Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reach the top shelf. The stool would be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki is being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. Say, ka! The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Whoa! Losing her balance, Natsuki hops off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. There! Having almost fell, Natsuki is a bit shaken up. Jeez. No need to prove yourself to me. There's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... I said I can do it. I don't want your help, okay? Ugh. I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. She's a cat. She landed on her feet. Yo, that's the real twist of the game, is that Natsuki's actually part cat, and that's why she made the cat cupcakes at the beginning. It all comes together. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Ah! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls on its wheels back over to the closet. This is incredibly dangerous. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls. But I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. She'll yell at me if I stop her, so I'm just gonna let her bust her head open. Ush! Natsuki climbs on a chair, then slowly bounce. But that's just a theory. Ah, man, I haven't watched game theory in forever. Natsuki climbs into the chair, then slowly balances onto her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat. He takes a seat. Oh my god. He's just like, alright, I'm just gonna let this happen. I take my seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Holy shit. Ah, there we go. Say, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. Wow! The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady and sitting and doing nothing? Yo, Ventrax! Haven't seen you in forever! What's going on? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah, I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt, can we? Oh, that looks like almost. Gah. I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Huh. Natsuki wraps her arms around the Parfait Girl box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. You finished your stream and went to see who was on? Well, thanks for coming. We're playing some Doki Doki Literature Club. This girl is gonna die. Heavy. Hey, Todd Derringer. I don't think I can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Yeah, but it looked like a nervous smile. Just for a second. Hurry up. All right. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she'll lose her balance if she moves. Natsuki, the box. What are you looking at? You're just trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. I'm not. I was just... Natsuki, don't try to move. Just give me the box. You perv. You set me up. Go away. Get out. But I'll do it myself. Ah. The chair suddenly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Thank you. Thank you. I'm actually a professional voice actor. You'd have hosted, but you had no viewers by the end. What were you streaming? I thought when you said just finished the stream, I thought you meant you were watching someone else stream. Natsuki. Kya! The scene turns to chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. Persona 3. Oh, shit. That's gonna start whenever we finish with this game. We're gonna do that as the next game. It's Persona 3 Fest. The box topples out of her hands, and the books go flying. And then the last 10 minutes, Danganronpa. Yeah, I don't know when Danganronpa's coming, but it's currently installed on my computer. The box topples out of her hands, and the books go flying. I got you. And that was the end of my story. It was a short life, but very eventful. My dying thoughts, they're pink. Okay, the full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. If you're interested, there is a controllable party mod for Persona 3 Fest. No! Vanilla. We're doing it vanilla. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. Ugh. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. You do need a mod. How do you... Actually, I think this is kind of important. How do you toggle your party control? Because when I did the mechanics test, it didn't let me do it. Unless it's an option that's given to you later. It doesn't seem like you can start the game with the ability to control your party. Have any of you ever heard Digibro's light novel he wrote? Because it starts with the main character in the first sentence dying because his little sister tripped onto him and he suffocates in her giant tits. Slowly Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Well, now you know how the first sentence of the story goes. Natsuki seems to realize that's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross, gross. Ugh. A fist pounds into my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You sicko? Everything okay over here? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Is it a light novel or a visual novel? It's a light novel, kind of. It's, I think it's like 40,000 words or something, like 40,000 words that he wrote. He did, if you have like 2-3 hours, he actually did like the audiobook on like his channel. I think it's called I Wrote This Light Novel in Like a Day and I Fucking Hate It. So it was a real interest. It was fun to listen to. Monica, it's basically listening to a man go insane. Monica suddenly peers in. Monica! Say what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez. Sorry. I want to get a little sass in there. Like she's like sorry, not sorry kind of thing. Ha ha ha. Oh, and one more thing. It seems like your most recent club member is a total perv. We shortened it to perv. It sounds more like her. So I hope you're happy. I didn't. Somehow it's impossible for me to explain this whole bizarre situation to Monica. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no. My Huh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the pages that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly, she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Sob! Natsuki, are you? No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help you get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No! I don't even care that much. I'm just having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to. It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just every day is so hard. I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright, well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. Pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help cheer you up a bit, alright? We can get started on it once I'm done here. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're really nice to me. Huh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all. Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. I'm not sure what happened to her today, but being nice is the least I could do. The next couple of minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. Make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It's long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. Natsuki averts her gaze. Thanks. Ha. It's nothing. Natsuki's holding the volume I set aside in her hands. I thought that said volume 1. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You're taking responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. We sat in the same spot as last time, and I opened up the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle, repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, manga gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems. Guess I'll be holding on to this one for now. Nope, never mind. That was supposed to be Todd's voice. Oh well. Yup. Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, you know? Ha ha! Told ya. Yeah. I returned to my seat and slipped the book into my bag. Alright, show it to Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poem. She keeps going to me, then back at the poem. Then back at me, then back at the poem. By now, she must have read it more than once. Is it that bad? No, it's not. It's good. It's really good, okay? There, I said it. Ugh, this wasn't supposed to happen at all. Why can't you just be bad at this? My poems are supposed to impress you, not the other way around. You're trying to impress me? Obviously. You think I'd let you enjoy Yuri's writing more than mine? Give me a break. Well, in that case, what's the problem with me trying to impress you? I'll tell you, Natsuki's face freezes, like she just realized something. You're trying to impress me? Natsuki vigorously scans her eyes over my poem one more time. Then the poem slips out of her hands and flutters to the floor. I have to use the bathroom. Red-faced, Natsuki quickly walks out of the room. Hey, Todd Derringer, did you say something to Natsuki? I just saw her rush out like that. You didn't do anything terrible, did you? No. I just told her that. My voice gets caught in my throat. There's no way I can tell Monica that I'm trying to impress Natsuki. Monica sees the poem lying on the floor and slowly picks it up. She reads through it, her smile not fading from her face. I see. You wrote this for Natsuki, didn't you? I mean, not really. In fact, didn't she like your poem a lot the other day too? I'm surprised you know her taste so well already. Are you sure you're not cheating, Todd Derringer? Cheating? What do you mean by that? Never mind, I'm just kidding. Ha ha ha. I don't understand Monika's joke at all. Anyway, how do you think Natsuki feels about you? Oh, you don't need to answer that. It was just something for you to think about. Hey! Natsuki comes up and snatches a poem out of Monika's hands. Neither of us had noticed her re-enter the classroom. Did you read this, Monika? Of course, I liked it. You really stop reading things that aren't for you, you know? You have a bad habit of doing that. She knows you're cheating. I wonder what she means by you're cheating. Is she referencing that we already did the Sayori route? Or is she just, like, referencing in general that like, you have this thing going with Sayori at the beginning of the game? But Todd Derringer wrote this poem. And we're supposed to share it with everyone, right? Natsuki freezes. She knows you looked at her tastes. Oh, she knows I'm cheating. Oh, shit. She might, actually. She apparently forgot that my poem is technically for everyone to read. Oh well, I think Todd Derringer is done sharing this poem with everyone. It's not like anyone will want to read this anyway. In fact, I'm going to hold on to this. Is that it? She just fucking hijacks my poem and I don't get to read it to anyone else? If you insist. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Like what? Nah, never mind. Natsuki, I'll give you the poem, but that's still not very fair to Sayori. She hasn't got to read it yet. Well, neither is Yuri. So what? Well, I guess Todd Derringer is right, Natsuki. It's not fair if you don't let everyone finish reading it. Fine. Natsuki returns my poem. It's not like she's gonna like it, though. Anyway, read my poem now. And no, I won't let you keep it. This is my only copy. Ba. Amy likes spiders. Not bad. You know, I'm glad that you can appreciate this kind of writing. I mean, I know I was talking about that yesterday, but I've been enjoying sharing my writing with you. So, consider yourself lucky, okay? Huh. Well, thanks for being honest. What's that supposed to mean? I'm always honest. Jeez. I look forward to tomorrow, too, okay? Alright, I will. A little snappy there. Why the fuck do we have to show this to Monika? We just showed this to Monika. She just read it. That was kind of silly with Natsuki earlier, wasn't it? I'm glad the two of you been getting along so well. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Anyway, I already read your poem, but you can go ahead and read mine now. I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. That's save me, load me. Alright, show this shit to Sayori. Ooh! I like this one, Todd Derringer. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. Haha. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure it's exactly how it works. It's close enough. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yep, it is. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, do you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can give the rain cloud a little hug. And make a nice happy rainbow. Oh my god, it's the most adorable thing I have ever heard. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Huh? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Todd Derringer. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Oh, this is Bottles. Yeah, we already read Bottles. Holy crap, that's so depressing what you just wrote. And the Vice Pres part of the literature club, but is bad at poems. But to be fair, this isn't the poetry club. Are you still mad at me? Huh? For disrespecting Natsuki yesterday. Because of reading this poem. Now I know why you got mad at me. Because you prefer her writing over mine. That's not really true. Meaning when I disrespected her, I disrespected you too, didn't I? Oh no. Yuri, you might be reading into this a little too much. How could I be so stupid? I always let these things happen. Whenever I think before I speak, I just come off as awkward and unlikable. But if I speak without thinking, the things I want to keep inside come out and make people hate me. So, please don't force yourself to be around me. I know this is just what Monica wants. That's not what she said, but that's what I'm making her say. But it's not fair to you when you could be enjoying your time with Natsuki and Sayori. Yuri, please. It makes it easier for me if you don't express any concern. Besides, I have my books with me. That's all I need. Yuri smiles sadly and puts her head down on her desk. I'm frustrated. I don't hate her, but it's as if she's not capable of listening to me over her own thoughts. I sigh to myself. All I can do is accept that's how she is. If she wants to be left alone, then I have no choice but to abide by that request. I really like the skip button. It's my favorite button. Lets me not torture my voice by reading all of this. Oh. I think she changed it to, instead of Yuri, she changed it to Natsuki because we were spending so much time with Natsuki. So it looks like she defaults to Yuri. Did she say anything special? No, she just changes it to Natsuki instead of Yuri. Well, now, obviously we're going to save the game, but I don't think this matters in the slightest. I would walk home with Natsuki. Fuck you, Sayori. Walking home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought make my heart pound? I mean, I think I'd be afraid of what she'd do if I turned her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ha! You admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was the kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Alright! Gotta write another poem. Ba-ba-da-ba. Okay. You like Papa. You like Jump. It's a shame the game's not smart enough to call me on the fact that I've used Jump in every single poem. You like Cheeks. You just like the word kawaii. You just like the word kawaii, of course you do. You like Lollipop? Yeah, you like Lollipop. You know it, girl. You like Fantasy, right? I still think Fantasy is more suited to her. You like Bunny? Yeah, you like Bunny. You like kitties. Yeah, you like kitties. Yeah, you know it, girl. You know it. What about dance? You like dance? I don't think she likes it. She doesn't like dance. What about... Do you like any of these words? You don't like passion? Do you like imagination, maybe? Imagination. No, feather. You don't like feather. That's... These are all Sayori words. Like all of these. Well, okay, not all of them. You don't like happiness either. What the fuck? Do you like bed? Just the concept of beds? What about time? I think she has the least amount of words. This is crazy. She don't like any of these. You probably don't like fester either. No, you don't. Alright. Let's go with imagination. That way we can split the points we get across these two. So we don't go too high with one of them. What about twirl? What about... You like skirts? No? I like skirts. Skirts are fun. What about... Mouse. Just the word mouse. Yeah, you like mouse. Mice are cute. Who doesn't like mouse? I know you like parfait. Yeah, you do. Do you like... You like sticky. I think we've used sticky in all of yours as well. Vanilla. What about giggle? You don't like kiss, do you? Oh, you do like kiss. Doki Doki. Can't not click Doki Doki. Fluffy. I bet you like fluffy. Yeah, you like fluffy. What about shiny? I feel like I go to shiny every time. Oh, you do like shiny. What about marshmallow? Just the big word. Yes. Yes! Pache, you got it. You got the South Park reference. I want her at the end of the game to actually call me out for cheating. Hey, you. That was a little flirty. I hope she's gonna be flirty in the scene and not mad. I look up to Natsuki next to me. Are you just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't much time, so... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. That's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like we're talking about anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh. Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you'd be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. How, about how long do you think it would take, once Sayori actually, you know, ties the knot to do, like, the final, like, playthrough? Or final 2 playthroughs. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of that from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She surely means a lot to you, doesn't she? Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to have worried about your friends. Seriously. I mean, you were worried about me, so I was not. Jeez, if you're fine, let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Alright, gonna show this shit to Natsuki. Let's see. You're simply enthusiastic today. Of course. This is our third poem, I think. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like... I mean, it's not like I was shy or anything. That'd be stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki? What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant, but she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Todd Derringer? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them, just tell me you like them. Just tell me I'm the best. Tell me. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before. Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point of sharing my poems if people just laugh and say they're so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I think everyone's hair is photoshopped. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki. If you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatched the poem from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems, so I don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean... Todd Derringer had a little Natsuki in them for half a second. I mean, it's true, the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's too focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute. You're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. And I've realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Is this a new poem? I think this might be a new poem. Because tomorrow would be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little forward because you look at me. Well, I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart. But what do I do when it's all torn apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It's just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things you can't just say. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah, I'm a bro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely falling to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. Ah, I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. I realize what Natsuki's doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm gonna keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so... Go put it away before someone else says that, okay? Yeah. I'll go do that. Then I'll return to my seat, so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Hi, Monica. Hi, Todd Derringer. Sticking with Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Oh, come on, Todd Derringer. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Pretending to like the manga that she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Huh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Todd Derringer. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask something of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't want to do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond to Monica. While I care about her and the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Todd Derringer. Sayori. Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Huh. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. No! We couldn't pick only Natsuki's words. There weren't enough of them. We picked a single Yuri word this time, and a single Sayori word last time. Wasn't anyone specific? Look at this Yuri word in here. Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Oh, well. Come on. Is it because she's short, she has a short amount of words? Maybe. Maybe it's height discrimination. We're gonna pick Natsuki again. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this a chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Oh man, we're already looking for things to happen between us. Ooh. This time, maybe a different kind of icing will get on her face, if you know what I mean. Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. Oh, God. Yeah. Well, here's the problem, is that the skip button only works if you've already seen the dialogue. So, unfortunately, it's not very useful in real life, unless you have the ability to skip dialogue you don't care about. And in which case, it's the greatest thing ever, and everyone should have that one. I seriously can't wait. Yo, welcome, Reckless Elise. Icing is probably going to be in yo mouth. Yo! Oh, we can just skip straight through her dialogue, too. This is great. This is such a great ability. This has somehow turned into me thinking of everything I have as an ability. Like, this goes back to the whole Persona 4 thing where I called saving time powers. Oh boy. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you were struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll be able to get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forced a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Ha. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Todd Derringer. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori. I'm left helpless, standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help run the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. Okay, let us go back to the main menu again. Alright, I will be back in like 5 seconds. That's an overestimation. Maybe like a minute. Alright, I am back. Oh god, I almost ripped my mouse out. Alright, we gotta write a poem. Boom. Alright, what do we know about you? I bet you like existence. Yup. What about destiny? You into destiny? Yeah, you like destiny, girl. Do you like memories? You into memories at all? Memory's a fun word. You don't like memories? Pfft, lame. How do you feel about the universe? You have a lot of words. What about imagination? Yeah, you like imagination. What about judgment? You judgy? You are judgy. That's what we know about you already. What about extraordinary? You don't like extraordinary. Darn. What about afterimage? Yeah. What about unrestrained? Yay. We should have saved before we did this. I didn't think that through. Oh well. What about depression? No, you don't like depression. You're not into that. What about dream? No, you don't like dream. You like prayer? You don't like prayer. What about a tone? Someone has to like a tone. Finally, a girl that likes the word atone. How long have we been trying to meager? Get in tone in here. Insight. What about tenacious? Tenacious D in the pick of destiny. What about philosophy? I want to do question. Fuck it. What about question? Question, yes. Essence. Yeah, you like essence. That's right. What about hopeless? The opposite of hope. Actually, I think the opposite of hope is hopelessness. I can't see it. What about entropy? Yeah, you like entropy. What about whirlwind? Whirlwind. You like nightgown? You into nightgowns at all? You don't like nightgowns. What about aura? You like aura. What about incongruent? You like the word incongruent at all? Yeah, you do. What about electricity? You like electricity? What about Starscape? Starscape. What about intellectual? Yeah, there we go. We got her. She has a lot of words because she's tall. That's it. That's how we know. We're doing Yuri now. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Do I even need this anymore? Is there anything... Nope. Just play the game normal. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. I've done that. Actually, I've legitimately done that. That's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear that. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, they write the plot synopsis on the back. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. I read that in Yuri's voice, but fuck it, that's canon. Now she's just describing the cover to us. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost youngest sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Haha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Todd Derringer? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. She is hiding a knife in the book, that's why she has 2 books. Look. Sometimes you have to hide knives in things. I hide knives everywhere. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking forward to it. Just let me get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put in my bag. She might say something. I don't know if she... I guess we'll find out. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem to be a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's that something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just let me, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about the reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe it's a little striking, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Sorry. Ha! Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm and the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you're being so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second-guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. You remain silent for a moment. But Todd Derringer, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. So that's so embarrassing you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close the top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note where I left off in the book, then slip it into my bag. By the way, Alright, this time we are going to start off with Yuri, obviously. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri's poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then she ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of people that we already read this part. It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Todd Derringer. Me too. Excuse me, are you accusing me of cheating? I resemble that remark. Hi, Todd Derringer. Great job, Todd Derringer. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. She's become more of a seductress as time has gone on. I've tried to inject so much sass into her that it's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Ha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, but allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm sure Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Now we'll show this to Sayori, who's probably going to say the same thing. Now we'll show this to Natsuki, who's going to be like, fuck you, bitch. Todd Derringer, if you're not making this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What do you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. You know whose writing style I really like? Yuri's. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. Say, manga is the best, you edgelord, I'm anime girl. Say, wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes, when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all of your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. Wow. You... poor Natsuki. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Todd Geringer. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. I assume that meant that, she's referring to Yuri's stuff in her bra. Which means she's probably stuffing her bra. I'm gonna go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, ba-ba-da-bet. Alright, new poem! Ba-ba. What about Whisper? Really? You don't like Whisper? That's weird. What about Promise? You don't like Promise either. What the fuck? What about Flee? What about the act of fleeing? Or Forgive, maybe? Oh, no, you like Flee. Great. Okay, I was worried. I was worried we weren't getting anything out of you. Do you like Despise? Yeah, you like Despise. There we go. There we go. We're starting to get some stuff. What about Infinite? Yep. Yep. Disoriented? Disoriented. There we go. What about Infallible? Infallible. Yes. What about... You like Intellectual. We remember that. Right? Yeah, you like Intellectual. I imagine you like Fester. Yes. Finally, someone who likes Fester. Do you like Heaven Sent? Is that a word you're into? Heaven Sent. Yep. You like... Fickle. Fickle. You like Entropy. Yup. Do you like... You like Imagination. Imagination. Correct. Yes, you do. Do you like Destiny? Yes, you do. Vitality, maybe. Vitality. Determination. Determination. Starscape. She's easier. I just pick the biggest word, and then she likes it. Uncontrollable. Contamination, maybe. Contamination. Uncanny, maybe? Do you like Uncanny? Uncanny. You like Afterimage. What's our final word? How are we going to finish this out? Wrath. Wrath. You really have to wonder what the fuck these poems are about. I'm a true hero for what I'm doing for these girls. Thank you. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was just kind of waiting for you. Oh, if that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. You've never seen anyone else do this, really? Wow, okay. Well, to be fair, we don't know if I succeeded until the credits roll. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make me make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Because of good tea. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, we have a saying here on the Sacrabalic channel, which is that I like to keep your expectations low. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then we'll get some water. Shout out to Yuri explaining how tea works. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. On the side note, we totally just admitted to just staring at this girl's legs. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two going off to? Yuri's gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realize how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Do you really need two people to put water in a pitcher? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Todd Derringer in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Todd Derringer. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Wow. Okay. You are a huge asshole when you're on the Yuri route. Holy shit. Todd Derringer. How come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Todd Derringer, I really like being friends with you. Ha! Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you, too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Todd Derringer, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. That is incredibly relevant information. That's what the plot hinges on, is the degrees we set the pitcher to. Now it's time to get the teapot. Really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking. I'm getting a little Monica. I'm getting a little Monica in my voice. I need to knock that off. And I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out that's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Todd Derringer. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. And okay? Where's okay? Todd Derringer, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? UK. I mean, was it UK? Because that makes a lot more sense. Or, well, I guess it doesn't make more sense. I've just never heard of OK before. Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. MK. Now I don't know. I don't know what MK is either. 2AA DC NY. You're just putting initials. Now I'm extra confused. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. See, my boobs are actually so heavy that it throws my back out of joint whenever I have to lean forward. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's mostly because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading? Yes. Yes. My posture. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book, the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it, since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I sat against the wall, teacups at our side. Yeah, of course she's talking about her boobs. That's why I made the boob joke. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each one holding one half the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri's always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now, I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Dude. You wouldn't end up in this position if she wasn't okay with that. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Oh, yes, she has. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Huh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. Mina's her left arm is practically resting on top of my legs. And Lbot. Oh, now LiveBot just posted on the Discord? Oh, shit. Hey, guys, I'm streaming. But I was told her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... It's a good thing I've started manually posting on the Discord when I start. Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what happened. Todd Derringer? Sorry. Yeah, that's really bad, considering I usually only stream for like 2 to 3 hours. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh, that's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet this time. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. It'd be really weird if it was rising and falling outside of the rhythm of her breaths. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone! Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Todd Derringer, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I mean, who doesn't just, like, take chocolate and just shove it in people's faces? Where I come from, it's practically our national sport. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Frozen poop where you come from? Look. Everywhere's got their own customs. I'm so used to clicking Natsuki. Oh my god, we haven't saved once for Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Todd Derringer. This one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands are sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. You could feel Yuri salivating on your elbow. Pretty weird. Dude, I'd let Yuri salivate on my elbow if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing... That was Yuri's that said that. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. This is her cutting knife again. It's all about how she loves cutting bread. Why do you keep them to yourself? But because they're embarrassing. And people would make fun of me. Don't you... Honestly, I'm not sure anyone actually bullies her. I doubt she shares these to anyone so they can laugh at her. Don't you have anything like that, Todd Derringer? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our own individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Todd Derringer. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now, I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Now we're going to show it to Monica. Hi again, Todd Derringer. I always have to say the part. This one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like totally different person from when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like light turns on inside her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Huh? You completely misunderstood. Huh. Calm down. I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well. I know, I was just saying. But anyway. You wanted to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I'm gonna hit the skip button. Now we're gonna show this shit to Sayuri. Now we're gonna show this one to Natsuki, who's gonna be like, I fucking hate it. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like it. It's trying too hard to be serious. Huh? What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's just going to sound like you're forcing it unless you really don't suck at it. Honestly, don't bother trying to write poems like this until you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Huh? You're not trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I am so done with you. Natsuki shows the poem I hand back over to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote that for someone else, just don't show it to me. Ouch. This is what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't really the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, I would totally walk home with Yuri. Fuck you. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Well, I just thought that make my heart pound. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ha! You admitted it. Jeez. Alright, Yuri poem! You like Inferno? I bet you like Vertigo. Yeah, you like Vertigo. I bet you like the universe. Yeah, you like the universe. I bet you like Whirlwinds. You like Whirlwinds. I bet you like Disown. Because you love disowning people. Like Entropy. Bet you like Philosophy. Bet you like... God, I keep hiccuping now. Existence. Bet you like Imagination. Bet you like Frightening. You like Frightening, you like Frightening. God, I got you down, girl. You like Contamination. You like Uncontrollable, do you? Non-controllable? Oh, you can't stop. You like Starscape? Yeah, you do. You like Incapable? Do you like things that are incapable of stuff? Yeah, you do. Oh, I'm predicting the shit out of you. You like Heaven Sent, right? Heaven Sent. Oh, you can't stop me. Can't stop me now. Do you like Disoriented? You like Disoriented. You know you do. You like Unrequited? Just the word Unrequited? What the fuck? You don't like the word Unrequited? Oh, man, I was on a roll there for a second. What about Captive? Yeah, you like Captive at least. Alright. You like Uncanny, I believe. Yeah, Uncanny. There you go. And what about Anxiety? You into Anxiety? You're into Anxiety. You know you are. And you like Unrestrained, right? Bam. 20 out of 20. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? No. You want someone that likes Sticky, you like Natsuki. He glanced around the room. Suddenly, I noticed Yuri peering at me from over her book. But she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't go anywhere like this. I never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation of her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? Dude, I don't have thoughts. How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot. So it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring at her or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willingly share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have just been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. Todd Derringer. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what may be going on inside her head. Holy shit, I just looked at the time, this might actually be a 3-part fucking stream. I have severely underestimated how long this game is. and she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today, too, and I also feel some concern for her. That said, we will not stop this stream until Sayori dies. So I'll promise you that right now. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you are. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. I should be keeping my mind off this whole thing anyway. Alright, we're gonna show this shit to Yuri! Todd Derringer, your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you show me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me. But I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really an example of what I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling. I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something you've never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like you really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Todd Derringer, during lunchtime I ate by myself. Did you know that? If you stop now, it will drink snake poison water. Well, luckily, you won't have to do that because I'm not stopping right now. It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face, or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type, and they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? Yeah, I can see that. I'm not a know-it-all, Todd Derringer. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. It wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful, that's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Todd Derringer. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. My voice is really hard on sacrabalic. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I could make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success. Wouldn't you? If you put it that way. Well, you'd have had multiple successes if you didn't keep sticking up for her. Yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands. This time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure crosses its path. I forgot how hard it is to read her fucking writing. A silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows. Closer. Closer. I open my umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility. But I'm too late. He steps into the streetlight. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arm. Time stops. The only indicator of movement is the amber light flickering against his outstretched arm. The flickering light is in rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for some coming to the forbidden emotion. Have you ever heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding. I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. Ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Aww. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be explaining this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm really happy you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hands and pushes them back toward me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back to me. My voice is getting all mixed up. I guess we should move on before Monica says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Alright, let's show it to Monica. Monica. Let's save the game. Hi, Todd Derringer. Your style's gotten so refined, Todd Derringer. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spend with her. I think I've heard her say more words these past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. Not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she just needs some patience and a way to talk about all the things in her head, I guess. I'm still getting the hang of it myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. Oh, that's... Haha. Wait, that wasn't Monica enough. Ha ha ha. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad that she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't too bad either, you know. Alright. I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up. So if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm gonna hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway... Oh boy. Alright, let's go to Sayori. You don't have anything interesting to say, I'm sure? You never do. Yeah, no thanks. Huh? You don't even... Next. Damn! On blast. Alright, we're gonna go with save the game. I'll be right back. Oh boy, alright. I have absolutely no idea how I'm ever gonna get through fucking Sunrider. Funny how these Japanese students speak English, which is impressive because your English is one of the hardest languages. They don't. They're actually explicitly speaking Japanese, and only Monica realizes that the game is in English. Well, it'll probably be most useful helping out with Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki. I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying. Huh. So you've been helping with Yuri, then, Todd Derringer? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be really useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki's feeling a little sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, this should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Todd Derringer? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how this will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? I mean, I get where Natsuki's coming from. She does seem a bit bratty, yeah. Honestly, it's weird. It's like Yuri seems worse on her own route than she did on anyone else's. Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri's anxiously glancing at everyone between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Todd Derringer picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. But why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken back by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if I didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No. I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm gonna say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki at the door as they chat between each other. Huh? I turn around. Sorry. I realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. Huh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just kind of thought that I'd be the one going to your house, since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Todd Derringer. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But... Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you were overthinking, right? Huh? I didn't realize. I'm telling you I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight in my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I'd be okay with that. Nothing wrong with having 2 moms. Or 16 dads. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly an introvert, and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the 2 of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we oh. Hi, I'm depressed. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. She's fucking lying. If a girl ever says that, she's fucking lying to you. She got here 3 hours ago. She's been fucking waiting for your ass, being like, man, I can't believe he's not home yet. What the fuck? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could always text me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. Should be more common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. She set up a tent the day before. Oh my god, that'd be amazing. There's just like a fucking... I'm just picturing like this blue tent across the street. She's just like sitting in front of the door with binoculars. Just like, oh, not yet. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around, curiously, which makes me feel anxious. Actually, let's get a good look at our room. We have a bed. I'm gonna say that's a queen, at the very least. At least a queen. Actually, that shit's wide as a motherfucker. We have a California king. Look at that. That's as wide as it is long. Damn. And those, man, California king beds are fucking big as shit, too. Wow. Okay, what else we got? We got a dresser. We have a computer with a mouse and a keyboard. It has a mouse pad. Those don't work well with laser mice. So I'm going to assume that we have a fucking ball. We have a bunch of books that we just kind of throw haphazardly around our room. Which is weird, considering we said we're not a reader, and yet we have a ton of fucking books everywhere. And they don't even, like, they appear to be hardcover, so I don't think they're manga either. We have a closet that's slightly ajar. There's hangers there, but there doesn't appear to be any clothes. There's a small shelf of video games. There's a small, what appears to be black console. I don't recognize the console. There's a TV. appears to be pretty big, and we have a box that's just mysteriously hanging in there. So I'm gonna say we're pretty wealthy. We're pretty well off. There we go. That's from Dad. Those are audiobooks. They're audiobooks that are in book form. You just open up the book and a guy just starts talking. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Ha! I cleaned it before you came over. Oh, okay. So he actually cleaned it. That's why it's so clean. He cleaned it, but the fucking bookshelf's a goddamn mess. So he didn't do a great job of cleaning. Also, while we're talking about it, I just want to point out the fucking hanger that is hanging on the side of our bookshelf. Why is that there? That's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I'd be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. Well, as we've said in the original part, you see our dad is actually in the military. He's an American. That's why our name is Todd Derringer. So we're half American. And our mom is probably at the mysterious workplace that all Japanese parents go to when they're in anything even remotely anime-esque. You hang your school clothes there and literally jump into the market. Oh, that would make sense. All right, I'll give you that. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow, condoms. What? I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. It's just a coincidence that was the literal next line after I said condoms. Of course. I want to help our guests get to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty tense person. Ah. Are those yoga pants? Let's find out. They look like spats. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Do I mean spats? I said spats, so I guess I meant it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Your images through her bag. She pulls out a few candles in a woolen cylinder shape. Oh my god! I was gonna make a fucking dildo joke. And the game is just doing it for me at this point. I did some shopping on my way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. Okay, that is not what I got from that. That's it. I'm making it canon. Yuri's into some freaky sex stuff. That's canon now. I have the ability to do that. I think that would be amazing, don't you? That would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. I liked mine better. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes a cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout. I would never describe vapor as a ray, but okay. Begins to sprout through a small hole in the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that for? This is jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? There you go. It was cold in the tent. Now we know. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. We are just ruining this character. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer. Your heart pounds more heavily. Oh, shit. Major Hatanaka. That's actually way easier than I almost made that same. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Probably. Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. Oh, where is this going? What I'd like to do is write different words on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It'd also catch the eye of those passing by the room. I just want to point out that in both scenarios where we have talked to both of these girls, our main idea is to just write words on things. And that's our whole idea for the literature club. It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract them to peek inside. That's really creative. I literally didn't have the exact same idea in the other playthrough. I had no idea you'd be so good with this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense. That's not your voice. Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. I don't even know how to make that sound. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Todd Derringer. You can write any character you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. What if we just badly misspell everything? Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched onto it. We're getting into this. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Yeah, it's my bread cutting knife for the raccoons that I feed bread. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? You promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Ha! You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. You seem like a girl who'd be really into knives. Suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? He relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy, extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I pull the point of the knife with my index finger. No, don't do that. Ow! Todd Derringer! Why would you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. No, oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it, noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger to mouth and then licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pulled my hand back. Ah, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. I'm just super into blood. Wow, Major, you took that far! Holy shit. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and took me by surprise. But I guess I was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be the stupidest thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Yo! We're licking shit off of each other! We basically got her pregnant? Oh, man. Todd Derringer! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri looks at me like I did something wrong. Ha. I knew that would be a bad idea. Not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Todd Derringer. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbons like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Oh, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. We'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use the small plastic bottle cups rather than the full-sized glasses. I put them onto a plate to catch any paint that drips then bring it into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing? Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. Like, was she just looking at them, or, did she just cut herself? Because I believe either at this point. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Oh, neat. What were you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. She did cut herself? Okay then. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. If you're rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite side so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as the color guide we paint. The blood's showing up really well on our green bed. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. Ah, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk too much. Just having a friend next to me makes me feel things a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where I'm simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but as I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah! Sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and cheek. Is there something on my face? If you don't fill up the tea water with Yuri, you go out and see her cutting herself on her arm. There's not an option to actually not do that, though. Paint might be blood. I'm waiting to see if they mention the color. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then dampen it with hot water. Turn to her room and kneel back down in front of her. Aww, that's just a cute picture. Here. That was a little too much Yuri in my voice there. Pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Ah, is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Huh? Just for a little while longer. It feels really nice. Ah. Keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? What if the fire alarm goes off again? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. Oh, look, there's Pache playing Dark Souls. Not hanging out in stream. Chat, whatever. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own paintbrush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's pretty natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm just using this voice for the narration now. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. It's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before the event starts. Don't forget to save. I don't think we even need to save, but okay, we'll save. Is that okay? Yeah, that's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Haha. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? Oh no, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about the time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we could have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Mary thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. The most important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to be a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say without thinking. About today. It's fine we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over and we can go out somewhere. Ah. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so. You're very thoughtful, Todd Derringer. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Todd Derringer. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Todd Derringer. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Really? That's too bad. Sorry. But we'll be all together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so... I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves goodbye after her. You'll always be my dearest friend, girl. Ba-ba-da-bum-ba-ba. Alright, you ready to go further? We're going further. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but it's decided a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should come early. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. I sent a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Todd Derringer! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think on days this important she tried a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. You spent time with everybody in every way? Yeah, we did. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. Now I'm feeling like I need to save again. Not that it matters. Not that it actually matters. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Ha 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 ha. You should take a little responsibility for her, Todd Derringer. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Even Sayori? Yeah, we started with Sayori. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? And how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the only one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the whole story at all, so don't worry about it. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica's being as friendly as usual. For some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets, laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the one they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Percent. Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know what's best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Todd Derringer? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her to wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. God, I stumbled through that. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I didn't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that something more like a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to enter her room like this. Isn't that kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Saya... Oh no! Who could have seen this coming? File game script chapter 5 dot replay line 307. See traceback text for details. Actually, can we just save? Just right here. Hey! Look at that! We can! What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I do could have been done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what needed to be done for me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 The end. Ba 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 ba. Alright, hold on. Real quick. Alright, let's pull up the file right here. Traceback file, text, notepad. While running game code, file script, replay, line 63, and skip call, blah, 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 blah. Jump exception. Oh. Oh, jeez. I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one making this so difficult. Ha ha ha. Well, here goes nothing. Alright. Well, that was it for stream number 2. Okay, you don't get the good ending until after you play the game 2 more times. So we won't know if I succeeded or not until we get the weird fucking playthrough and then we kill Monica. That's how that works. Whether I did it or not, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever played the game, but we'll fucking find out. Anyway, yeah, so that was... we're gonna... I hate to do this, but we're gonna have to bring this onto a 3rd stream. Because I guess reading this out loud really stretches how long this game goes. But, oh, it's interesting is that Sayori is now replaced with, like, pieces of, like, Yuri and Natsuki and Monica. But, anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this session. We will continue on, what's tomorrow? Monday. We'll continue on Tuesday, this time for sure, now that we're not doing Saturdays. We're definitely going to continue on Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed. I did. And we should finish the game. There's only 2 more playthroughs. I think we can get through it. I've been Sacrabalic, your Envoy of Hope. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye-bye.